Ever had a great idea and by the time you unlock your phone, it was gone? This video fixes that. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn your iPhone into a one-tap ID capture machine using Apple Notes and shortcuts. No third-party apps, no complicated automation, just a clean system that works in the everyday flow of life, especially if you're on the go. Whether you're a creator or everyday user of your iPhone, the problem isn't your IDs. It's how you actually capture and use it. It's either too many steps to capture your thoughts or IDs, which actually causes the problem. And in most cases, you simply forget why you even pick up your phone in the first place. So instead of organizing first, we are going to capture first and then organization comes after. Step one, we are going to actually open Apple Notes and create a new folder, and we're going to call it Content Capture. Now, this folder is going to be important because it actually separates raw ideas from everything else in your life, or even if you are using Apple Notes as your central content hub. It becomes a place where your ideas go to become developed and even outlined. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to open Apple Notes, and then I have my folder organization already up. I'm going to go into content. Inside of the content folder, I'm actually going to create a folder called content capture, right? So I'm going to hit the three dots to the top right, and then I'm going to go to add folder. Okay, so content capture, I'm going to tap on save. And there I have the folder here. Now, this is going to be an important step because later on, when we're going to actually do the automation, we will definitely need to choose which folder we want our raw IDs to go into. Inside of that folder, I can start creating notes. If I actually tap on new note, I can actually have my content template here. All right. If there's a template where you can actually something that you're going to use every single time, you can duplicate it. So in this case, I can put title and then I can put platform. So where's the piece of content going to actually go? And then I can do a hook, my main points, and okay. All right. So that might be a template that I would use every single time. So I don't want it to be too over designed or anything. So I can go in and I can bold the titles, of course. I can bold all of those, right? So this can act as my template. I'm going to hit on the check button to finish. I'm going to go back and notice that particular note is in the content capture folder. So I can tap and hold on this and I can say pin note. So that will always be pinned inside of this folder. If it's a case where I need to duplicate or use this particular template every single time, I can simply select and then I can choose duplicate note and then I can put in the necessary information. The main thing is that you want to keep it clean, don't over design it. This isn't about making it pretty. It's about giving your brain a place to actually function without the overwhelm. Now, when your ideas hit, you don't want to decide where they go. You just want them to land somewhere safe. And here is the shift. Organization doesn't need to create clarity, but clarity actually comes when you have that separation inside of your system. Now that we have created the space, let's automate the capture. And this is where the fun part actually comes in. We're going to come out of notes and then we are going to go into shortcuts. I'm going to tap on that. And when you open Apple Shortcuts, especially if this is the first time you're actually opening it, it might be a little too overwhelming for you. You have three sections to the bottom: library, automation, and gallery. If this is your first time, Apple does give you a ton of different automated recipes that you can use on your iPhone. So you can check that out. But we're going to go into library and then I've created structure again in terms of folders. So I do have automations for my iPhone, my MacBook, as well as my iPad. All right. So I'm going to go into iPhone. All right. Now I do have a capture system for Notion, but at this time we want to create one for our Apple Notes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit on the plus sign to the top right here. And then before I do anything, I love to rename. So I know exactly what it is. I'm going to hit on done. All right. So after renaming, the first thing we want to do is state what would be the action. And then when that action takes place, what happens after. So in this case, I'm going to look for something called dictate text. Just to put a pointer here, realistically, when we're on the go, we are not going to want to have to type. Yes, you can actually do the typing controls, but in this case, I want to be able to capture my content very easily. For me, speaking it out is one of the best ways, and then I can always go back into it and add and adjust and even amplify that idea. So in this case, I'm going to choose dictate text. The next thing I'm going to do after I would have dictated my text and my phone is listening and it's listening to me ramble about that new ID. The next thing I wanted to do is to take that ID and put it into Apple Notes. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to type in notes, and then I'm going to look for the option that says create note. And it's going to say create a note with, and this is by default, but we're going to make some changes. So I'm going to tap the down arrow there. So where it says create note with, instead of it showing contents, I want it to actually show the dictated text. So I'm going to tap there and I'm going to choose dictated text because that will be my variable. So based on what I have spoken, it's going to actually create the note with that dictated text. So I'm going to select that there. Notice the next thing it's going to ask me for is to choose which folder. Now we need to choose that folder that we created just now, which is our content capture folder. So where we have folder, I'm going to tap there, and then I'm going to actually look for that content capture folder. So in this case, I'm going to actually type it in. And notice as I begin to type content, anything related to CON that actually comes up. Now I could have put it in the overall content folder, but I'm going to actually put it in the content capture folder that we created. So I'm going to tap on that. So our IDs will be going in here. All right. Now, the next thing I want to do, I want to choose the name. All right. So in this case, I'm going to tap where name is, and I'm going to actually choose some variables. So I'm going to choose the current date. I need to see the current date in the name when I've captured these IDs. And I also want it to have ID followed by the date. So I would know exactly what date I would have actually captured. I can simply also go a step further and say that I want to see the actual time as well. So there are some variables that you can actually choose. We are going to state if we want it to open when it's run or not. So you can either turn off or turn on that option, but I'm going to leave it as it is. And then the next thing we want to do, we can also add to this. Now, because I do use tags inside of Apple Notes, I want to go a step further to tag this as an ID. So I'm going to go back to search actions. I'm going to type in notes again, and then I'm going to choose the option to say is add tags to notes. All right. So I'm going to say add tags. And notice it's going to ask me to choose which tag because I already have those tags in there. I'm going to choose ID, and then it's going to ask me to add it to the note. So I'm going to leave it as it is. And then we can hit on the button play at the bottom here. And this actually gives us an idea to test out what we have created in our shortcut or automation. All right. Though we've created a shortcut called capture, the next thing we want to do is to actually make it into a one tap that we can access anywhere once we're on the go using our phone. Now, this is going to actually remove the friction. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to come out of here. I am literally going to swipe down into my control center to the top because this is an easier place for me to access. I'm going to tap and hold in a clear area, and then I'm going to go to add control. All right. I'm going to go to add control, and at the top where I have search controls, I am going to type in shortcuts, right? And then I'm going to choose the option run shortcut. Now I need to choose that shortcut. So I'm going to tap on choose. And then I'm going to literally look for my shortcuts that is in a folder. So I'm going to go into the section for the iPhone, and I'm going to choose that notes capture. I'm going to tap and select that. Once that is done, I'm going to tap on that. And notice the notes capture shortcut is appearing in the control center. So this is one way in actually capturing very easily using your control center. So I'm going to select that and it's going to appear there. The other way I can also do it, I can tap on the three dots of that same shortcut. I'm going to click the arrow, the down arrow here, and then I can say add to home screen. So if I go to home screen, I can change the look of it. So I can put it as purple. I can change the symbols, if it's a device or so forth. If it's a great ID, I can look for the ID icon or something to that effect, and then I can tap on add. All right. And notice it's coming in here as an icon on the home screen. So I can open my phone and go directly here, or I can go swipe down from my control center and actually tap it. Now, for me, removing the friction means that when I pick up my iPhone to record a specific ID, I do not want to actually use the home screen. So that is why I've found that using the control center is even more easier because I'm not organizing. I just want to be able to capture, and that is the simple system that I have created to capture my ideas. So once I have that great idea, the next thing I'm going to do is actually capture the ID. So I'm going to swipe down and I'm going to tap on capture notes. Once I tap on that, my phone is going to start listening for the ID. So here it goes. All right, so I want to do a video on Apple shortcuts and how I'm able to capture content. This is going to be very easy for me because it shows how creators can use their iPhone to record and capture their content very easily. So once I'm finished with that, I'm going to tap on done because I can go on and on. It's going to tap on done. It's going to have that capture ID, the date, and at the time of which I'm actually recording this video, and the what I have actually said. So from here, I can start developing on that ID. So I can go in here, I can take this now and I can share it to freeform where I can start developing the ID in freeform. If it's an ID where it's a random ID and I want to journal it later on, I can also send it to my Apple Journal. I remove the friction of capturing my IDs very easily, and that is the shift. You're not organizing, you are capturing, and it's a simple system all on your iPhone. Listen, if you are a creator, someone building projects, or just someone who has great ideas throughout the entire day and you actually need a place to store those ideas, this is going to be your starting point using Apple Notes and shortcuts. Let me know in the comments which other shortcuts would you like me to show you when it comes to content and your iPhone, whether you're a creator or you're an everyday user. And if you want to see how I'm able to connect shortcuts into my full workflow, I've outlined the entire system inside of the Creator Flow Kit. You can grab it using the link in the description. As always, your tech should be working for you and not the other way around. I'll see you in the next video.